Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program called Tarot, Your Love Story for January 2020. And this is for you coming from Aries. So let me first shuffle my cards. Now I'm going to show you my email address in case you need a 90-minute reading, which will cost you USD $50. And that reading will include your next 8 to 9 years in all areas of your life. And I will talk to you in a little while about that. Now, I'm going to use these cards to talk to you about your first 15 days in January. And I will tackle what if you find new romance, what might happen for you coming from Aries. Well, this is a card that has a lot of energy and it wants you to meet somebody in the first 15 days. The chances are there. But after that, I see that it's all an uphill task of getting things right. So you're not going to be very happy with this meeting. So take your time, look into the past affairs of this person, and tell yourself to be a bit of a detective because apart from the excitement, after that comes problems of all kinds. So take your time. Now I'm going to pull a card to talk to you about your 15 days regarding an ongoing love affair that you may have, a romance. And let's see what the card says. All right, this is a card that says that everything can find a solution. So all you need not do is to bring up past issues. And if you can not do that, you're going to be extremely a lucky person. So tell yourself whatever you do, you don't want to bring up problems of the past, instances of the past, and you'll get a much better time. But that card also shows that there are plenty of unexpected issues as well. So look into these unexpected issues in your ongoing romance. It may cover finances, it may cover decision making as well. So it's an up and down card in the first 15 days for you of January with an ongoing romance. And now we're going to talk about your marriage for the first 15 days of January. How is your marriage going to appear for you coming from Aries? Well, this is a card called the devil, but it's got nothing to do with the devil. It's a question of being made use of by somebody. So in your marriage, you may have had the feelings that you are being used for some reason or another. Is it the money that you bring home? So you are not, obviously, it's not a happy card. So you have to have a good talk with yourself and find out how to approach your marriage partner to be able to discuss these things. Sometimes it can be to do with your freedom as well. Do you have too many responsibilities given to you? So there's a problem here which you have to discuss with your marriage partner. Now let's go to the last 16 days of January. And we're going to start with shuffling this card, of course. And we're going to start with finding a new romance if you do in the last 16 days of January. That's right. This is a card of unexpected problems. I call these short circuits, meaning that while things can go on for a little while smoothly, the short circuit will be here and there. And so your last 16 days is going to have many short circuits where a new romance, if you found it, is concerned. Ups and downs will be seen. So you have to be very careful. Don't give your heart away too quickly. Tell yourself to be cautious and to be careful, and don't let your independence slip out of your hands as well. Now we're going to talk about an ongoing romance. And let's see what an ongoing romance holds for you in the last 16 days of January. The good side is that you have got some positive planets of yours there. The downside is that the basis of things standing strong, where your new romance or even your old romance is concerned, it is not strong. So if I apply that to a new romance, I would say that in the beginning you'll be fine, later on won't be good very soon. If I apply that to your ongoing romance, I will say that watch out, things may be weakening. And so you're going to find out why the foundation of this ongoing love affair is weakening. Communicate and find out. Is it to do with some things of the past that are what I feel is creeping in as well? Now we're going to talk about marriage. So in case that you are married, I'll pull a card for you. And let's see what this card says. It's a card of loneliness. That's how I talk about this card. And it's an angry card on top of that. So the last 16 days, this message is only for the last 16 days of January. The last 16 days may feel you not able to communicate and feeling very unhappy. And of course, the problem with this card is aggressiveness. So it's either you going to be aggressive, well, don't, because you're listening to me. If your partner is aggressive, try to bring the temper down and try to carry on. Tell yourself it's only 16 days that I'm faced with this disappointment of some kind in my marriage. Now I'm going to talk to you about your lucky ages. Your lucky ages. Some of you from Aries are going to be very, very lucky in romance or marriage. And let's see who these people could be. I'm going to give you the ages. And if you happen to be these ages, you'll be one very lucky person, whether in finding romance, enjoying your romance, or enjoying your marriage. And from this card, it's quite a similar card from the one I picked up. From this card, looking at the age numbers, I'm going to say that if you happen to be the ages of 21 or 30 or 39 or 48 or 57 or 66 or 75 or 84, you're going to be one very lucky person. Whether looking for the romance, you'll get it, making your romance wonderfully happy, having the best time of your life in the marriage area as well. And what if you're not of these ages? Then you have to come and see me for a 90-minute session. And I'll be using your full date of birth and time of birth and looking at your palms. And I'll talk to you about your next 8 or 9 years in all areas of your life. And I'll give you a lot of valuable information to make yourself very special. We'll talk about that a bit more later. Now I'm going to talk about caution. So this card that I'm going to pull for you has got to do with caution. And I'm going to give you the ages of the person. So when you find out whether in the new romance, the ongoing romance, in the marriage, that the person is of these ages, you better be very, very careful. You have to treat this person very carefully. And for you coming from Aries, you have to be cautious. This is a Venus card and a Mars card. So if you happen to be the ages of, if the person happens to be the ages of, whether the romance partner, new one or ongoing one or marriage, happens to be the ages of 23 or 32 or 41 or 50 or 59 or 68 or 77 or even 86. If this person happens to be of those ages, tell yourself that if you somehow communicate with this person, and if it's a new romance, you don't want to have it. If it's an ongoing romance, be very careful, trouble will brew. And we're only talking of the last 16, no, we're talking of the whole month of January. So anyone that you're linked to in any way of these ages, the story is that be very cautious, whether in romance or marriage. Now about the color. Colors are very important because they represent the color, the planet who rules that color. And when we wear it or touch a color, we get influence from the planet who rules it. So what does the card tell you? Well, this is the card of Jupiter and Mercury. And one more planet should be around, and there's a sign of Aries. Oh, okay. So it's a very powerful card for you, that means. So we're talking about colors. And from here, I will choose the color purple for you. I will choose the color purple for you, which is going to be a very, very powerful color for you during the whole month of January regarding romance areas and marriage areas. Now we're going to go to attachment. You may find an attachment with somebody in the whole month of January. And who might that be? Let's see what the card says. All right. We've got orange and we've got red on the top and the red on the bottom. And I'm going to say that somebody from Leo is going to be make a very interesting meeting with you, whether in the form of a new relationship. And if your ongoing partner relationship is from Leo, it's going to go very well. And if your marriage partner is from Leo, there will be a lot of peace of mind and togetherness as well. And now we're going to talk about direction energy. Let's see what happens with that direction energy. Okay. This is for Aries. All right, this is a very interesting card. And while the East and the West is made active, yet I'm going to go for the North because the central focus throughout this card is North. So face North to be inspired. If you're making a phone call to the person that you want to start a romance with, face North. And on your ongoing romance, whatever you want to discuss, try to face North. And in your marriage, to find solutions, face North for the inspiration. So face North, and you got plenty of help from planets who sit there. Now, this 90-minute session, in this 90 minutes, I'll tackle your next 8 or 9 years, age by age, calendar year by calendar year, for all areas of your life. And I will teach you how to reach that supernatural energy that you have. I have it, you have it, everybody else has it. People who are very successful become very powerful, become very happy, live a life of luxury, become very creative. They have been able to contact that inner supernatural energy they have. And once we can connect it, there's nothing that we cannot do in any area of our life. And I will teach you that. And I will show you how to formulate your own personal lucky lottery numbers. And I'll give you your lucky colors and lucky days and lucky gemstones and lucky directions, on and on, all the energies from the universe, so that you can be one very special person. And this 90-minute session will cost you USD $50. That's all. To know your next 8 or 9 years alone, look at that. And all that other energies I will teach you. So I wish to given me a chance to help you reach those dreams that you have. I'll show you the way. And after that, you have to take over and you have to continuing these nice, simple ways. And you will see that the flow of good luck will come in. It was good talking to you, and I wish you a good month of January. And I look forward to making your contact. And I'm just going to show you my email address once more, just in case the other one didn't come out very clearly. So send me an email and I will reply to you and we'll get down to do it. And readings can be on WhatsApp, on Skype, on Facebook Messenger, video or voice, up to you. I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you and goodbye.